Welcome to the Build Your Life Coaching Biz podcast, where you get to learn how to become a professional life coach and start an online coaching business from scratch. I'm your host, Krista Kathleen, a professional certified coach and spiritual business mentor. In 2016, I got divorced and left my full-time job as a registered nurse and decided to bravely answer my calling of becoming a life coach so I could help to change lives as I traveled around the world. And now I want to help you discover your purpose too. Having the freedom and flexibility to be your own boss and make as much money as you want right from your laptop will be one of the best gifts you ever give to yourself, your family, and the world. In these episodes, I'll give you real coaching combined with proven strategies and spiritual practices in order to help build your dream coaching business that feels perfect for you. Hello, good morning, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk about intuitive marketing. I have about 20 minutes before I meet with one of my coach training students from the fall class and observe one of their coaching sessions. So my intuition was telling me to show up right now and record this podcast episode, and everything that I do in my business is based off what my intuition is telling me. So that's going to be a big part of what we talk about in this episode today. Forewarning, today is the first day of my period. So if you feel like my energy is just really low or I seem really spacey, that's why. That's what's going on. But I'm all about just showing up messy, and like, life is what it is, especially for a woman, a female entrepreneur. And even though it's not the most ideal time to record a podcast episode on the first day of your period because you just feel hungover, you just want to stay in bed all day and cocoon and be cozy and watch Netflix, I still like to show women that you can still like powerfully and visibly show up even when you're bleeding and feeling like crap or overwhelmed or tired or exhausted, and still like give so much value in any state that you're in. And actually, I feel like the times when I am not in like the most ideal state to do a podcast or a Facebook Live or host a workshop, and when I'm just like real, authentic, and being a human and being vulnerable and transparent, that's when I connect with people the most. So I really challenged myself to show up today and to do this episode. So that's my little soapbox. Okay, so intuitive marketing. So right now in the Born to Coach Training Academy, we are on module 18, marketing yourself as a life coach. And I talk about intuitive marketing inside the academy. So that inspired me to talk about this with you all today. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, how do I market myself as a life coach, or how do I create a marketing plan? And marketing is super important to have a successful life coaching business. You've probably heard me say this before, but like, you can't just like make a website and then expect people to find it and then hire you as their life coach. I feel maybe it used to be that easy at one time, but it's not that easy anymore. I remember when I first started my yoga teacher training in St. Louis, I think it's been like 10 years ago or something, maybe longer than that. And the owner of the studio had that same mentality. Like, she built her yoga studio, and then on opening day, she's like, cool, like, I'm just going to open the doors and everyone's going to find me. And there's going to be like a line out the door. And she was so worried about if she was going to have enough spaces in her studio for the first day of classes. And then guess what happened? Nobody showed up because she didn't market herself. She just thought like, oh, if I just build a studio and open it, people will find me. But that's not really how it works. So she had to like go make flyers and put flyers on people's cars and show up to places around town and tell people that she would just open a new yoga studio and invite people to her classes. And, you know, over like doing that consistently over time is what got her studio on the map and why people started showing up. So it's the same thing. Like your website is like basically your yoga studio. It's your online real estate, and there's a shit ton of websites out there. There's a shit ton of life coaches. So you have to do something more beyond that to drive people to your website or to tell people what it is that you're offering and how you can help them. And there's a ton of like business trainings out there that'll try to convince you that like this is the number one and only and best way to market and to find clients and to make like 10K months or 6-figure years, blah, blah, blah. And then what happens is we believe them and we start telling ourselves that this is like the only way to do things and have a successful coaching business and make money. And then we stop listening to our inner truth and wisdom, and we're doing things based off like the air quotes bro marketing that like just doesn't work for us. It doesn't work for our personality. It doesn't work for our like our just unique truth and self. And then marketing feels really bad and heavy and toxic, and then we're not getting results, and it's just a terrible way to do marketing. And I actually don't even like the word marketing. I think it's too just stuffy and masculine, and yeah. So I like intuitive marketing, and that's what I want to teach you all today. And it's not a really hard concept to grasp. And so, and I might even like trademark this. I don't know if I can trademark it or if someone else has already trademarked it, but I'm like just that passionate about it and believe in it so much that I am willing to spend thousands of dollars really like developing this concept and claiming it like as my own. Unless there's someone out there who's already done it, then I can't do that. Okay. So back in, I think it was like 2016 when I was first experimenting with becoming a life coach, starting a life coaching business, and I just got divorced, just lost my nursing job. I was traveling all over the world, and I remember like just in every country that I was traveling to, I was just kind of like trying little things here and there to start setting up my life coaching business. And everywhere that I went, and I remember I was sitting at a beach in Costa Rica. I attended my first like women's yoga retreat down there. And I remember like just getting these intuitive messages, like start showing up on YouTube, start creating videos, share your truth, share your message, create meditations, create yoga videos, tell people how to do things. Like I just kept getting like all these crazy messages and downloads, and it was really scary and overwhelming because I was like, what do I do with all this? Like, I don't really know how to set up a YouTube channel. I don't really know like what I would talk about, and I don't even know if this would work. And I just like I had all these worries and fears and questions and doubts and concerns, but this just annoying little internal voice would not leave me alone. And so at the time, I really didn't know how to honor and listen and tap into my intuition. So I thought I was like just going crazy, but right, like it was the universe trying to communicate with me and literally help me and give me business advice and say, yo, Krista, the way that you are going to be successful as a coach and an entrepreneur is by setting up a YouTube channel and creating weekly YouTube videos. And that's where all your clients are going to find you. Like, that's what the universe was trying to tell me. And I just didn't know how to like decode that at the time. And this is why I absolutely love to teach the students inside the Born to Coach Training Academy how to use your intuition, to listen to it, honor it, tap into it. It will give you the best business and marketing advice ever. Like it's just the most valuable advice you can get. It's no advice that you could ever get from someone else or from a training. So that is why, like, I'm always signing up for new stuff, like new trainings and new coaching programs and business stuff. But like, I sign up from the place of trusting myself, and that if any advice or anything that anyone says outside of me like doesn't align, it doesn't land, it doesn't feel like true and authentic for me, I just like toss it out the window. I like being exposed to new ideas and learning new things, but again, I will know that it's not like my truth or my path if it doesn't align, if it doesn't like feel good in my body, if I'm not excited when I hear it to like move forward with it and activate it and take action from it. So that's kind of the way like I do things and the way I encourage my students to do things as well. Even when I'm teaching them and training them, I'm always saying like, number one, honor your intuition, honor what's coming up for you first, because that's what you're going to be the most successful with, despite what I say, despite what anyone else says out there. And, you know, I want you to learn from me. What I'm teaching you is proven and works, and I think is really great, you know, theory and practice and strategy on how to be a successful full-time life coach. But at the end of the day, you have to do you, because every strategy out there works. It really does. Like every strategy out there works. You just have to find the one that works for you. So going back to my own intuitive marketing strategy, I really, because this like annoying voice inside of me would not go away, I really decided to give my full attention to my YouTube channel. I also did set up a Facebook group, and I was doing a few things on Instagram, but Instagram is like my least favorite platform to show up on. Eventually later I added in the podcast, which I'm on now. I don't have the Facebook group anymore, but like the YouTube has been the one that has been the most successful for me, the one that I've stuck with the longest. And that's like such a big deal for me, because I'm the person like that has shiny object syndrome. I'm always trying new things. And you know, growing up, I was like master, or what's the term? I don't know. I felt like I would always like try everything. I love trying new things. I'm so adventurous. I'm so curious, but I felt like I was never mastering anything. And so as a result, because I was constantly like starting new things and stopping things all the time, I was never getting results. I was never getting any traction. And I would say like YouTube and now my podcast are the two things that have like, because I've stuck with them, because I enjoy doing them, because my intuition keeps telling me to show up to them, that is like what has gotten me the most results with finding clients. And YouTube is by far like the number one way that all my students find my academy and all my clients find me and sign up with me, because I just like, and going into content creation as well, like I'll meditate every morning and I just ask the universe, like, what do I need to talk about today? And what do like my ideal clients and people need to hear? And just like, you know, just like feel free to send me like topics and inspiration. This is like literally what I tell the universe to do when I'm meditating. And then they just like drop in ideas for me and I'll write them all down. And I don't like always use all the ideas that come through, but if things come through and I'm like, oh, that would be so fun to talk about, or that would be really exciting, then I just go for it. And then if I need a little bit more help beyond that, then I'll do a little bit of market research and I'll go on like Google, or I'll go on Pinterest, or I'll go on YouTube. Those are like the 3 top search engines out there. And I'll just type in the thing. So let's say, for example, I guess even with today's topic, like just the phrase intuitive marketing just kept coming up for me today when I was getting ready. So I was like, okay, the universe wants me to talk about intuitive marketing. But like, if I don't even know what I'm going to title this. Well, I'll probably just title it intuitive marketing. But let's say like, I'm like, okay, I know like kind of the topic I want to talk about, but I don't know what I want to title it yet. Then I would just go onto Google and type in like intuitive marketing, or I would go into Pinterest and type in intuitive marketing. Like I would type in the key words or phrases and then just see like what titles come up. And then I would find like a working title based off of what I'm already seeing, kind of like what other people did. And then I would just tailor it to make it sound a little bit more like me. So that way I'm just not like straight up copying someone else's title. So that's like literally how I do things. And it's so simple. It's so easy. It's fun. It's pleasurable. It's feminine. It's flowy. I make a lot of money and help a lot of people by doing marketing in this way. And like I said, I teach my Born to Coach Training Academy students how to do marketing in this way too. And I just 100% believe in it. And it's super simple and easy, but it is something that does require practice because, again, we already know how to do it. This is like, right, the universe, our spirit guides, our ancestors, like whatever you believe in, your higher power is always trying to communicate with you and trying to help you and support you. But a lot of times we're blocking them because we're like, oh no, I don't believe you. Like we doubt that those messages and those feelings that we get inside our body, even though that is the universe directly communicating to us. And so if we learn how to trust ourselves more and collaborate with the universe more, then that is when things flow. That is when things get so much easier and you make so much more money as a coach and you help so many more people. So we really have to learn how to trust ourselves and trust the messages that we're receiving and to kind of like just take that blind faith and act on them. And I also believe too that we should just start really easy and simple and scrappy and small. So like when I first started my YouTube channel, I didn't know if it was going to work yet. I just knew that this is what I needed to do. So I didn't like throw any money into it. I didn't take like any courses yet. I didn't hire anyone to help me with my YouTube channel. I was like, I'm just going to DIY it. I'm going to see how far I can get by myself. And then once I see that it's working in the way I want it to, then I'll start investing money into it. So I tried some things out for like a couple months. And then when I hit my first wall, then that's when I started taking some YouTube courses. And then from there, when I was like, okay, I really like this. I enjoy this. This is working. But there's like so many things that I don't want to do. I don't enjoy doing, or I need more help. Then that's like when I hired a virtual assistant and started delegating out some different tasks. And then from there, after that, I hired a YouTube strategist. I didn't even know YouTube strategist existed, but my website developer had a friend that was starting this YouTube strategy business. And she's like, hey, Krista, I know how much you love running your YouTube channel. I really think that my friend Liz could help you. She's just so smart when it comes to YouTube strategy. And so I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll give it a go. And so we did a trial run for 3 months, and I just absolutely loved working with her. And she really helped me significantly grow my channel and helped me with like so many little behind the scene tech things that I didn't know to do. And so now I hired her. So now she's on my team. And then eventually I got a video editor as well, because I wanted to make my videos more like professional and pretty, but I didn't want to do all that myself because I was not put on this earth to be a video editor. I am meant to be a coach and a coach trainer, not a video editor. So as you can see, like it was a progression over time that I started simple, small, messy, scrappy. Once my intuition told me where to start showing up in marketing. And then from there started investing and, using my money and time and resources to really, really grow it. And now everything's just flourishing. I have like over 5,000 subscribers. Maybe to a lot of you that doesn't seem like a lot, but to me, starting out from zero, that's a big deal. And just every week I'm getting hundreds of more new subscribers. So that's more people that are seeing my shit, which is exciting. And then YouTube is now paying me money to create my videos. So I'm making like, I think $400 a month that YouTube's paying me just for like putting my videos out there. And I know that that's going to keep growing as my channel keeps growing. And I'm just all about like the slow, steady growth. I don't really like believe in the fast, like overnight results that so many trainings make us feel like that's the only way to be successful. I think that's like how we burn out the quickest and the slow. So slow, steady, consistent growth is like the best way to run your coaching business, in my opinion. And yeah, so that's intuitive marketing. So let me just quickly recap before I end this episode, because I have 3 minutes till I need to get on my next call, is do something every day where you're going to be able to tap into your intuition. So maybe it's going for a walk, maybe it's meditating, maybe it's going to the gym or yoga or sitting in your garden, or, just any activity where you feel like you can clear your mind and you can like really connect with your higher power, and then pay attention, listen to the messages that you're receiving, because they will come, you will get the answers. And then the thing that like won't go away, that is bothering you, that keeps coming back, like that is the way that you are meant to show up and market in your coaching business. And then, right, so maybe it's a podcast, maybe it's Instagram, maybe it's a Facebook group, maybe it's Twitter, maybe it's Pinterest, like all the strategies work. And then once you get your intuitive download, then, put your focus and attention on it and give yourself permission to go, even if you don't know how it's going to turn out or how it's going to work. All you just need to know is the next step to take. From there, start messy, start simple, easy, scrappy. And then once you kind of start to see the momentum build, you see things taking off, you're like, yes, I really enjoy doing this. Then that's when you can start investing more money, time, resources into it to grow it. And yeah, that's it. That's how intuitive marketing works. Pretty cool, huh? So I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you use intuitive marketing for your own coaching business. If you really want to dive more into this concept in this practice, and you want me to teach you more about it and really how to learn how to tap into your intuition to grow a successful coaching business, then please book a coach training consult with me, because that is the only way to get into the Born to Coach Training Academy. Our first class does start a week from now on Monday, April 3rd. We do have only 2 spots left for the spring 2023 cohort. The next cohort will open in October of 2023. I only take in 12 students at a time as a way to keep the class size small and intimate. So hopefully you hear this before April 3rd. If you listen to this after April 3rd, I do still accept students into the academy the first 2 weeks after we start the program. Over the years, I've had a couple people that, that find my YouTube videos or podcast episodes, a couple weeks after class starts. And so if we have spots open, I will still, I can still help you to easily get caught up and get started in the academy. So go ahead and book a coach training consult with me. The link is in the show notes under the episode, and we will talk and chat, and I'll hear more about your coaching vision and your goals, and we'll help you figure out if the Born to Coach Training Academy is the right ICF accredited coach training program for you. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I love you all. Have a great Tuesday, and have fun tapping into your intuition to do your marketing. I'm so grateful that our paths have crossed at this time. And if you're ready to up-level your coaching skill set and learn how to confidently coach at the transformational PCC level in order to help your clients get bigger breakthroughs and better results, then join our Born to Coach Training Academy at buildyourlifecoachingbiz.com/certification.